on Passion live stream. On Passion live stream. Reasoning, 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 reasoning. Let's talk about it. Any topic with DJ Nyamafood and Nadine. Reasoning on Passion live stream. Reasoning on Passion live stream. Reasoning on Passion live stream. Reasoning. Harry Joseph, you get me through my day. Meeting free.
I know my customers are laugh and with Joseph in the presence for the healing from the past.
Meeting free.
Lifestyle living that's on the healing of the start.
Meeting free.
I know my customers are laugh and with Joseph in the presence for the healing from the past.
Meeting free.
Lifestyle living that's on the healing of it. We have Magnum Iris, Mass and Frontal Lifter, so what's up and Spirulina. That a fight cancer, can spirit, wheat, grass and the green formula. Blueberry, beetroot, copper, open every chakra. Roots and bitters, purge and give powers. It may rain, then no work, you need more than prayers. Really like flowers, can't work for you. What's trying cashew, try seed and bananas.
Meeting free.
I know my customers are laugh and with Joseph in the presence for the healing from the past.
Meeting free.
Lifestyle living that's on the healing of the start.
Meeting free.
I know my customers are laugh and with Joseph in the presence for the healing from the past.
Meeting free.
Lifestyle living that's on the healing of the start.
By the rivers of Babylon, there where we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps unto the willows in the midst thereof. For there that we carried us away, captive required of us a song, and they wasted us required us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. sinking sand.
Yes, 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 yes. Come away, come away, come away to land of sinking sun. Big up Lady Ashima upon the one, I like, yo, that sang the people. Twin spin, you know what I mean? You know what, go and big up to everybody right now. We're checking and logging in, you know what I mean? It's all about Passion Live Streaming. Big up to my beautiful, beautiful ladies right now that's checking in. Here we got none other than Nadine. Yes, Nadine, will go on. Long time in a see you. Right, been a while. What's going on, Nadine?
Hello?
You're right.
Did you hear that? I'm fine. That's not me. I'm not.
Nadine, how you doing?
Could you hear that? I'm fine. You? Yeah, it sounds like underwater. Underwater.
What's going on? I'm trying
Can
to
you hear me?
introduce you.
I can hear everything.
Right. So yes, Nadine, big up
Greetings,
yourself.
Nadine.
And big shout out
Hello.
to,
I'm
to
to
Lady
address the
Maggie.
lady first because Nyamafood is old news and it's taking long to introduce us. Hello, young lady. How you doing? Greetings,
Yo,
Queen. I'm okay, thank you. You're right.
I'm not saying more. I'm not saying more. I'm not going. I can't bother.
You're always on some long
can't
thing.
bother.
I can't hear you, Nyamafood. How are you doing, young lady?
I'm not going to do anything. I can't bother. I just stay one side.
Give thanks. Give thanks. I didn't get to meet you last week. Nyamafood's told me so much about you. And it's nice to meet you. And I wanted to address you myself. So nice to meet you. Very, very nice to meet you.
Good evening, Frisky. How you doing? Good evening, manners and respect. Big up to everybody on the live screen. I make them do them thing, because them now pay me in mind. I can't bother with the stylings. I'm not going
what
do
stylings?
I'm not going to do anything. You know, me loving and my feelings already. Me and my feelings, love me.
You and your feelings about what? Because you were taking long and we were both staring at each other. It felt a little bit awkward.
So if it long, if you wait till it long, you two love quickies. That me tell you about other people and no quickies. It don't work. The longer you last, the longer it stay. It's better that way. I like stay long. And then I quickies.
Yeah. Listen, I think actions, mouth talk is just not the one.
Well, me not in the quickies, okay, Nadine. So if you're a quickie, you say, yeah, look elsewhere.
Hello, V Brown. So how was the show for you last week, young lady?
Imagine I show run smooth last week without Nadine and her attitude, and she just come back and come. Nadine, we are come upset me for.
Oh, listen. If you're on your menstrual cycle this week, you need to sit down and take a break and drink some chamomile tea.
I'm gonna send it to Africa, you know. I'm gonna send it to Africa. I'm making a cool out. Cool out for 1 2 months.
Did you enjoy the show last week, love? Your sound's gone. Or is it me?
It's not you, Nadine. We can't hear you.
Your sound is gone. All your nails look lovely though, young lady. What a beautiful black woman. Where did you find her, Nyamafood?
You're too enough.
Is that what you call it, enough?
You're too enough. Everything you want to know. If you was around, you don't know.
Isn't that how you're meant to get educated? By knowing things?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Me and Empress apart a long time. Long time.
I think she's going to come back out to come back in.
What is, man? Everybody know that.
How was your week?
Don't question me, Nadine. You said me take long, so don't question me.
You were taking long, man. You're doing
like
sound,
Nadine.
Right
now, I feel like more fight you. That me I tell you.
How come you ain't got a suntan? Is that why you're hiding your big face?
And like your big nose and your big forehead.
My nose ain't big like yours, mate. When you smile, your nose touches your ears both sides.
Well, you know what? It's the joy about a black man. A real black man. Yeah, the nose broad.
Not all of them.
Right.
I'm nose is all right now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, give thanks. Okay. So let's get this popping.
Hello, Rhonda. Good evening.
how was your week,
Firstly,
everybody?
I'm gonna big up to all the top fans and everybody that has been supporting Passion live streaming through all the time till now. Okay, so big up to every single person. You know yourself, you know your name. Big up on yourself. All right. I'm gonna give the ladies them 2 minutes to interact with themselves, cause they don't want me to do it, so I allow them.
So how was your
Sorry,
week then?
you know that feeling. You know that feeling when you've been in the sun all day and you just get that that feeling there. Listen,
That's what happened with
how's
me
your
this
week been anyway,
evening.
young lady?
It's been okay, you know. It hasn't been too bad. Yeah, just been chilling, but I've enjoyed the sun for the past couple of days.
Did you like it?
Yeah, definitely. I love it. I love the sun.
I
I
don't
love
like
to
that
get.
feeling. I'm constantly damp. I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, because just before I came on and I was speaking to Food, I was like, look, I need to jump in the shower real quick. So me can't even stay too long on the phone, because I
Yo,
need to. You get me? Because when you have a shower, you just cool down instantly. So
yeah,
that's my little.
yeah,
Well,
but magic, magic,
it should be
magic.
everybody's remedy, really. When you're
Yeah,
feeling
magic,
hot,
magic, magic. Nadine a light beard, so you have to know yourself. I like
you're
feel
reg,
it.
you're reg.
Nadine a light beard, Nadine a light beard. So yeah, you know what I
I hear,
mean? Nadine a the wipe up
Put
type.
it
You
this
know the
way. If
wipe
I
up?
was put it this way, I'm grateful that we're not in the studio tonight because I've come straight from work, mate. So right about now, I'm right.
yeah. To talk it straight.
Yeah, it is what it is, mate. I've been in the sun all day, so, and I drink loads of water. So the more water you drink, the more you sweat.
Yeah, definitely.
Nadine, so rank again, but say it in the voice.
Rank. Hey, never feel you had a haircut.
Look, come me laugh good, and the girl just cut me laughing. Nadine, why you do these things all the time? I was in
You
my
had a haircut.
vibe, you
Your
know.
hair looks nice.
Oh Jesus, Nadine. All right, here what? Yeah, me spruce up. Come here, go on like a party this weekend. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Hey.
me not put in the waves them it. The waves them off
That's how I
out.
know see have body, you know, because if I'm me, no, me have to cut me ear on Friday. I mean, I know me I go weekend. If me cut me ear Monday, by Friday, my ear pull up again. So me know see have body
No,
right now.
because you sleep anyway. Me sleep in a decent bed. Don't play it. Rare, ramp
But
with
you
me.
say you sleep in a decent bed, Nyamafood,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you sleep everywhere anyway.
You need to allow some of the sleeping and hit the gym.
No, no, no. Me leave the gym thing for people like you. Rick!
One up.
I need to get into the gym, man. Seriously.
Well,
Do you live in Birmingham?
who ain't got gym going?
I'm in Birmingham, you know.
You should come gym with me, man. I like to go, but I don't go a lot. I only go like 3 times a week, but I
Rhonda,
do like to go.
really? Good night,
Really?
Monique. How
What
you
gym do
doing?
you go to?
Benny
It's
Grant.
called the Gym Group.
Oh, okay. Okay, they got one local to me still. So
Yo,
backstage, we will exchange. We will.
Yeah, definitely. Cause it's nice to go with someone. I don't like going with my boyfriend, man. It's too much. You got to do it like this. Oh, get out of here. Oh, man's trying to build up my shoulders, and I want back. No, man.
Don't wait.
Sorry, I've got
ready
hay
to start
fever
now,
today, so
Arnold
just
still,
excuse me if people see me bend out of the way.
on still attack and ready to start that show now. We're not deep, we're not dealing with.
We're
Let's start the show,
ready.
yeah.
We're ready, Food.
Ready. Okay.
Ready.
Now again, good evening, Lady Magic. Welcome back to Passion Live Streaming. It's lovely to see you in the spot that we normally like to see you in. You know what I mean? Right, that's so. Right, that's so.
Yes, so
all
nice.
right.
Yes,
So
so nice.
and again, as much as you want to see me and I can't agree, but welcome back, Nadine, to Passion Live Streaming. You had a week off, and for some reason, I don't know. I could just rest it. I'm not going to further because I don't want to donor no people. I go easy. I'm not donor tonight. I go easy. Anyway, yes, guys. Welcome back again, Charmin, and big up to Jenny Grant. Everybody's dead in real laugh. Owen, big up yourself. Big up to yourself, Rhonda. We know you're really and yeah, I mean, big up to every single person who's got life. You know what I mean? Give thanks for life. Yeah. We have to always give thanks to life. You know what I mean? It's good to be here. And next Monday night, Pandy ground. Here. See there, Owen at him can. Never call no fall. All right. Nadine, thank you very much for sharing. I can see that you just
Hi,
shared.
Owen.
That's very nice of you, Nadine. Okay, now I think I had one last week, Magic, that we didn't really get to speak about. So I'm just thinking I want to speak about. Whoa, hold on. Who's that? Is that Simone 5-star? I'll pick up Simone 5-star. She's just checked in.
Hi.
Big up yourself, Simone. How you doing? I hope business is running properly and nice around there. Around our little place, around a little part, right? Big up yourself. Yeah, man. And yeah, like I said, Magic. I just wanted to talk about this one quick and fast, like how Nadine is here, and you know she's gonna have a little bit more to say about this as well. Cause I'm just glad I've got a balanced team now. So I have one who is unruly, yeah, and I have one who we can all a reason or rate. So yeah, because so I go on and no panawana. So people, as you can see, we're gonna talk about this one, which it was self-isolating in one space. Does it helps relationship wise? Self-isolating, so meaning some women tend to say they want to be by themselves. If you all want 6 months, them no want a man, and them look weird there. Does it really helps you going into a new relationship? Does it really helps in what type of ways? And firstly I'm gonna ask Nadine, because she like go too deep, and make her hear Nadine have to say. Nadine, yeah, you scratch your head back. You still a think about it?
No, I don't think it helps at all. It'll make you kill each other, mate.
You don't think it helps?
No, I can't be locked up with anybody for too long.
Okay.
So
I want to ask it again, because I don't think
just fell, just scared the life out of me.
I don't think you get what I'm saying, Nadine. So, all right. So, boom. For example, your man where they would know, you and him done. See? And you decide, say, yo, say, I don't want a man for now. I'm going to be his off for 6 months before me even try to talk to a new man. Do you get what I'm saying now? So do you think that really help you going into that
I bet you asking me this question because I'm not the right person for this question.
What this man? So you never talk to no other?
I'm going to be brutally honest, and I don't want to be honest on it.
Yeah, be honest, Nadine. We love honesty.
No frigging teeth.
We love honesty.
But most women have reserves.
Any reserves?
Well, watch football. Suddenly you don't know what reserve means.
No, more you tell me. Talk. Yeah.
Exactly what it means in football is exactly what it means in real life. Reserves. So there's always a candidate that a woman's got in the back of their mind. I'm not saying every woman does it, but there's a lot of women, especially in this day and age that we live in, like miss one bus, you catch another, and they ain't waiting around. Your life is too short. You could die tomorrow. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's not good to get over the last one, but when you penny too much, well, that's just my way of doing it. When you think too much on the last one, that's how you do the relapse and go back. For me, it's just me. Everyone's different. You know what I mean? Everyone's different.
Yeah. And that's all right, Nadine, because Nadine, I'll be honest. Now I'm going to ask you, Lady Magic, because she looks like she's like, he's going to ask me that now. Wow. Magic, same question for you. I mean, do you think it helps?
I feel that like everybody needs time to get over a relationship before they go into a new relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you need that break, that cleanse, that time to yourself to, it depends on what you're looking for.
But some women have left emotionally years or months before anyway.
People are looking for long term. Some people are looking for like a committed long term relationship and in hopes for marriage. So it's like I
don't know if it's my side, but I think your internet.
Yeah, I think it's her internet. Yeah, because I'm experiencing the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. So when you do leave,
your connection is really like, not strong because you're breaking up.
Even had that Do you know what I mean? So in solitude, you know, do you want to?
Yeah, good evening, Indy. A long time I don't see Indy, Nadine. See Indy
Hey,
there?
Indy.
Look
Hi,
how long I don't
Owen.
see him. God of mercy, man, change all his name, Indy sing. Because I said, brother, long time we don't see you upon the ground. Well, go on, you good? So we're just waiting for Lady Magic to sort out our net. For some reason, it's breaking in and out. You know what I mean? We don't know the thing of people. You know what I mean? It's not everybody internet is up and running, is it? So right now, give thanks to life. We're all here tonight, and we have life, and we are doing it right now. So Nadine, let's just talk until Empress is back in the building. As you can see, she's probably dropped out and gonna drop back in at some.
Hi, Mosh.
Okay. Oh, we got her back now. Okay.
Hey,
You're
can
back.
you
You
hear me?
okay? You okay now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Big up myself.
You were
Yeah.
saying, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying that some people need that time to kind of reflect on themselves. I think it's just depends on the person. You know, personally speaking, I would like that time for myself because I'm a relationship type of female. So I would like to reflect on myself, my journey, and, you know, what did I benefit? What did I learn about myself, and move forward accordingly? You know, like I'm a quite intimate person. I know a lot of people, but I don't hang around with a lot of people. Like a lot of people don't come to my house. I'm quite an intimate person. So, you know, for me and relationships, I would like that time to evaluate myself. And I still hear what you said.
You
Yeah.
know, you notice, Magic, 1 second. You notice you're talking, and I've
Like a
just
Chinese
realized
movie.
it's like me and Nadine just sit down and watch a movie like this woman does a reason now
Yeah.
with us depend. Swear?
I
Yeah.
can't even see, you know, because the things popping up, the backstage thing. Yeah. So like, and some people they don't, and I feel like what I've experienced there is that I don't know if any of you lots noticed as well, is that the ones that that don't have that time to be by themselves to reflect, they kind of jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. They're always with somebody else, which isn't.
Yeah. But here what me I say now, Magic. I fully get what you're saying. I'm understand what you're saying. But guess what? Some people are just used to having somebody around. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to no hold on,
But we came
one
by
second,
ourselves and we're gonna die
one
by
second,
ourselves.
1 second. So what I'm saying, some people are you live with this man for say 30 years, just an example, yeah, and you're used to having a man around, and then all of a sudden this man out of the picture. Come on, man, you're not gonna feel the same. You ain't gonna want to be alone.
So
Yeah, but
you
jumping.
don't like
No, but I
yourself.
agree with her to a certain extent because jumping into another relationship is not going to
So you
fill the
don't like
whole of that
yourself.
person.
You
It's
don't like
their
yourself.
soul.
No,
Like if I was
I
to leave
know, but
Carl
I'm just
now,
trying to
I
get it
can't
a
just jump into
balance.
another relationship because it's not Carl. And no matter how much man tried to get into it, it's not him.
All
So it's
right.
not the same. But when
Mm-hmm.
from the angle that I'm talking about the dick angle. Like I need like I like to have it. So
You, Nadine, pick up yourself. What you mean? Bad people. Move.
I'm not really
So that
talking.
means
Mine's not so much the relationship because
so that
you
means
know
the magic
already as
magic
black
that means
people
you're not really
we
like
tend to have
magic
this
not
thing
really
that
like
we
the
do
penis that much.
where
I feel
we're not dead but we're sleeping with each other. I
yeah,
don't mind that for a bit.
yeah. And I feel like as adults, I feel like, you know, everybody has needs, but I feel like with anything, you know, anything too much of anything isn't too good. Everything in moderation, and there's a time when you need to kind of breathe out and just have that time for yourself. Do you know what I mean? To kind of check yourself and pre yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's like not everybody don't go to the gym like 24/7. Even like gym fanatics, I don't feel like they just completely, you know, go to the gym unless they've got some type of like OCD or something. Do you know what I mean? I feel like in life you got to have balance. And that's just my state to take on it. But as you were saying about reserves, I don't know, like I've got options like, but they're not.
That's another word for it. That's another
Yeah,
word for it, definitely.
they're option. Like, there's people that I speak to loads of guys. Do you know what I mean? And I'm very open about it. But I'm not dating anybody, so I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. Unless I'm in a committed relationship, I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. May the best man win.
Which is a bidding system.
It's not a bidding system at all. At the end of the day, I've got variety. Why you know, at the end of the day, yeah, I've got to make sure that I'm with the best person. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, for me, and I don't mind if that person's doing the same thing. Like, you know, you gotta know how to respect each other in that way. You know, people are getting to know each other. You could be somebody for 10 years, you know, you don't know them. They could do one thing and you think, right, I never expected you to do that. Yeah. And as big as I am now, and I'm just like, I'm learning, you know, that you got to take time to know a person. You got to be with that person when they've got money, when they haven't got money, when they're going through things, when they're not going through things. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's different stages. The different stages in a person's life that makes them behave differently. And I feel like it's good to kind of experience that as well, to know that if you want to be with them long term, there's sometimes you won't experience it with that person. And it's for
a lot of people in the meantime. A lot of people in the meantime.
Yeah, definitely. And some things you are going to experience with a person, and it shows you what type of person that they are. And some people ain't, you know, some people are for a season. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, you just got to know yourself and know what you're looking for, and just be honest from the beginning. But as for, like, do you need time to yourself? Yeah, definitely. Of course you need time to yourself.
So
most definitely.
So we got a comment.
Your legs are long, man. Is that your knee?
Yeah.
In the saying, absence makes the art go fonder. I'm not even reading Owen, you know, because Owen is a joker.
Sometimes it can grow fonder. Like, for me, like, I get bored very quickly. So, like, don't leave me on like red for too long, because I'm gonna go elsewhere. Why do I need to be sitting down waiting?
Hold on. You know that you said that. I want to ask you this quickly. So, if you're dating a guy and you have not heard from this guy for 2 weeks, seen him or not heard from him for 2 weeks, would that make you wanna move on, or you just thinking, hold on, let me find out what I'm going around this?
You better be locked up. You better be locked up or in hospital.
Yeah, because, like, when you say dating, do you mean, like, because there's different levels of dating? You could, am I being intimate with that person, or we're just speaking, kind of thing?
No, you're in a relationship.
So if I'm in a relationship with a person, and you haven't spoken to me for 2 weeks, we're not in a relationship.
What do you mean?
How can we be in a relationship and you haven't checked up on me as the woman, that you as the man is meant to be my guardian and protector, and you haven't checked on me for 2 weeks?
Where's his dead?
It's dead. You have to check on me.
What if,
you have to make sure that I'm okay. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to make sure that you're okay, you know.
All right.
But so as the man, you're my guardian and protector.
All right. So what if something did transpire before that 2 weeks, and the man look on it and say, you know what, I give her a break, you know, she breathes out for 2 weeks?
Well, then that's where communication comes in. Why would you not say, you know what, I'm gonna hold a meds for a week or two? Do you know what I mean? And still in that time, I still want to text, you know, to make sure you don't have to come and see me. I still want to text out, you know.
Nadine, what's your views on that?
Make sure everything's okay. You can't just leave me unattended. Like,
wow.
Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that?
2 weeks too long. Make a 3 days and see what time it is.
All right.
3 days?
All right. Yeah, 3 daars. Because then, how are you just leaving
3
your
days
woman?
and my Pornhub prescription is going right back up.
I can't deal.
Tell about Nadine. Guys, please we're asking you to just bust a little one share on your page. It won't cost you nothing. It's not even gonna cost you a penny. Just a bust a one share to make more people see Nadine Big Farid and say magic pretty smile. You know them way there? Yeah, them kind of way there.
Oh.
Nadine, me miss you, Nadine. Well, go on, mama. Me miss Nadine, you know. But me like Chubler.
Let me tell you about yourself today, yeah? Let me tell you about yourself.
Okay, okay. So we're gonna conclude on that then. So self-isolated ladies, you disagree? No, really. It don't really good and it don't really
I
bad.
do agree with it. I agree with it to a certain extent, but everybody's different, isn't they? Like I'm quite. As she says, I get bored easy, very
Yeah, but
easy. So
both of you
like,
just kill that reasoning when you say if a man a give 2 week break, you know, depend that. So literally,
Break,
if
you
he
know.
told me he's gonna do it, but just randomly, just like give me a break. No, that means you're seeing someone else.
suppose you
You
do
better
something
come
and
back with
piss.
some fat
No,
balls, blood.
suppose you do something and piss off him and the man just decide to say, yo, no, me can't bother. Me allow that girl for 2 weeks.
No.
Them kind of way there.
No.
I mean, nah.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean, nah? I mean, nah.
No,
We
got
have
nothing
got
do
to.
with the high
We've got
sex
a
drive.
reason.
Nothing to do with that.
We've got a reason. We have got to reason this out. What do you mean you're going to give me a 2 week breaks to do what? What do I need a break from? What do I need a break from?
Us.
No,
Us.
I don't want. I don't want a break from my man. I don't want a break from my man.
I do.
I don't want a break. I don't want a break from him because, like, you're my man. So I'm not gonna go and pick somebody that I'm gonna want a break from. That means we're not compatible. It means that we're not compatible. Like, if I can go so long without you, you know, it's like, yeah, breaks are healthy and stuff. We have breaks from our children, and as soon as they go, you know, even though we need the break, we want them right back. And even though we might enjoy the break, we still want them back. So as my partner, it's the same type of thing. It's like, yeah, I might want a little break. Like for me, I would like my partner to have their own place. We still live together, but he would still have his little bachelor's pad. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I might want to come over to yours. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, I would like my partner to have his own place personally.
So the fact that you've just said about, you know, kids and, you know, that little something there.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump into the next one because I don't even want to lose the momentum. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, all right. So this one, again, I'm going to ask Nadine first. And then we put it over to the one called Magic. Yo, she not normal, you know. All right. So, ladies, you can go and think about it, Magic. But you know, Nadine, she just bam right on the nail it, you know. She not play. So Nadine, and the Magic, should there be boundaries when it comes to your child, Nadine?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Should there be boundaries? Meaning, okay, so you know you have levels, especially when it comes to you having a man or a partner. Obviously, with your child, should there be levels? Like, I mean, should there be levels that your child not supposed to, you know, pass in place? If Ray, so for instance, you know, your teacher picking if you have manners, him coming at the house and then say morning, you know, certain things, boundaries, like, and I'm gonna go into it a bit deeper, but I just want to hear that first. I mean,
so are you saying that? Let me just clarify. So are you saying that should your child have boundaries to the parent?
Yes, the parent I'm talking about, the parent.
Okay.
Should there be?
What you mean?
Yeah.
So basically, so
you don't get it, Nadine.
So you know how we all have boundaries for our children. So does the children have the right to have boundaries to the parent, for the parent?
All right, Nadine.
Yeah, because yeah. If I think you're saying the right thing, I'm not a biological parent, and obviously I've only been recently that I've started to be a parent. But I've got a 16-year-old son. I won't just walk in the room on him because I'm aware that when you're 16, your hands are active. So why would I do that? That'd embarrass him and me.
Okay. Are you saying that because, like you said, you've recently become a parent, and
Even the full parent,
because they're 16. So do you think that you're giving that based upon the facts of just going into the situation, or like just say he wasn't 16, say that he was 5, say that, you know, what how
a
would
5-year-old, I run things in everything. You have no say in nothing. Do you understand what I mean? But a 16-year-old is uncomfortable to know that I could possibly walk in on a 16-year-old back in his fist. Oh, I don't know if I'd like that.
Yeah, but Nadine,
I don't think I'd
all right,
like that.
all right. So Nadine, I'll say if I'm a 25-year-old, you have a child, and I'm a 25-year-old, and him look by you and tell you to fuck off. Would you feel good about that?
Do you know what a VO is?
No, no. What's a VO?
A visiting order.
Yeah. What that mean?
You'd be coming to visit me in prison.
Nadine, did you make that one up? VO.
Not even,
No.
it's not even my stepson would speak to me like that. Not even.
So
if I don't speak to you like that, you have no right on this planet to speak to me like that.
yes, so this is what I'm talking about. The boundaries, like certain levels. I mean, kids nowadays, Nadine.
Well, 25 is not a child, number
No,
one.
but
I don't even like the word what.
No, but you're
What?
still a parent, though,
That
Magic.
word.
You're
But you're still a parent. You're always going to be a parent. You can never get out of that.
yeah.
However, you know,
So would you mind your 25-year-old telling you to fuck off?
Would you like that, Magic? Honestly, I need to hear from you now.
I'm disowning it. You know, big, bad, and serious. It's not even happening. It's not. We're not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to lead up to that. And the moment that level reached, straight cut off.
What that mean?
Straight cut off. Meaning, like I said, I would disown you. You can't talk to. I'm not going to reason with you and say, "Oh, you shouldn't speak to me like that. I'm your parent." You're not going to talk to me like that.
You're supposed to know better.
Yeah, you're going to know yourself. You're going to remember which God you're serving. Do you understand? When whatever happens, isn't it? Like,
where's your driving the broomstick?
Whatever happens. I don't know. Whatever happens by default, I don't know what that is. I can't say. It's just like you know, some things are just an instant reaction, isn't it? So at the end of the day, I can't really say what my actions may be, what the consequence would be of that. But then I know for a fact that we're not having the discussion about it, and you can't chat to me again. However, sorry, was you saying something?
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, okay, so both ladies, your child is say 6. No, remember got 7. Cause I know Nadine from them 5, everything him do right. So I got 7 to about 16, yeah? That age. And you're talking to your child, and your child starts saying something like, I don't want to talk to you. You know, like probably I talk to your child just the same way, Magic Nadine, and you say, look, whatever, and you're picking it up and you tell you say they don't want to talk to you today. I mean, does it stop there?
Remember, the school and their friends give them bag of free will and all that crap. They don't grow up like how we grew up. Like back in the day, you couldn't say that to your parents, but now it's all about free will and all this idiot talking free willness. Nah, I don't really agree with it. But because I'm not a parent, there's only so much I can enforce on somebody else's child. If it's my child, I would grow that child different. But because I'm not a parent, at the moment I'm an auntie or stepmom, I ain't got that 110% to say boom. So I don't know, you're a mother. Are you a mother, yeah?
Yeah, I've got 4 children.
Yeah, so you could say more, but it's difficult for me because I am not a parent biologically. So
I feel like you can still give your opinion as a woman. Do you know what I mean?
I don't mean nothing.
Nadine always said this, I always tell her that.
Yeah, I feel that you can definitely give your opinion because it's what you aspire to do. So if you're speaking from a space of, you know, should I have a child? This is how I would run my camp. So I still feel like your opinion is valid. Don't ever feel like your opinion is not valid because you haven't personally experienced it, because it's what you aspire to be and how you aspire to be. Do you know what I mean? And everybody has aspirations. So I just thought I'd just say that. But for me, personally speaking, it's funny that you say that, you know, Food, because I saw a clip on Instagram the other day, and it was the same thing. A guy was speaking to his daughter on the phone, and the little girl, she sounded probably about 10, and she was like talking to her dad, telling her dad that she doesn't want to speak to him. Like, I don't want to talk to you no more, Dad. Like, I told you already, I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to talk. And he's like, well, why are you speaking to me like that? Why are you speaking to me like that? Excuse me. And you know, and obviously we don't know the backstory, but the whole attitude, for the simple fact that, I'm not saying that children shouldn't be allowed to express themselves. I feel like I wasn't allowed to express myself as a child. And I give my children the room to express themselves, but not just because you're a child, you can just say when you want to say and how you want to say it. And that's how I have boundaries in my household. It doesn't mean that because you've expressed yourself, that means it's going to go your way either. And I feel like a lot of children, and in this modern day parenting, a lot of I see that a lot of parents give their children the option to express themselves, but then they also act upon that. And I don't think that's quite healthy, because then the child don't have no respect for you, because they then assume that what I say goes. Okay, you've heard what I've got to say, so now you have to act upon what I've said. There's no real reasoning with the child. The child don't really have that type of understanding that you are allowed to express yourself. I, as your parent, I'm giving you room to express yourself and how you feel. I acknowledge how you're feeling. However, it is actually going to go like this, because that's what I've said and that's what we are doing. Period. But you know, I've witnessed children tell their parents, I don't like you, and I hate you, leave me alone, why are you touching me for?
Government give the kids too much powers.
You know, you're disturbing me, you're bothering me. And I'm just like, who told you can open your mouth and talk so much? Like, it's not time for you. Like, there ain't no control in it. And I feel that people, because they are so traumatized by the way how they were brought up, and they're so running away from the fact that they don't want to treat their children how their parents treated them, and not looking at the positive side to that, because in everything there's a negative and a positive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not looking at the negative side to the fact that, but to this day, you still respect your parent. Now you're older and you're wiser, you have understanding that, you know what? You realize that, oh, I have respect to manners because my mum was that way with me, or because my dad was that way. Okay, they could have done things different. They could have done things a bit better. But ultimately, as you get older and you become wiser, you realize the values and you appreciate your values that you have. Yes, we some of us, myself included, got that beaten into us, you know, but I respect it. You know,
that's another thing I didn't like though with black parents, and not even just black parents, because even growing up, some of them white friends, it's this aggressive telling the kid, don't do this, don't do that, but not telling them why not to do it. Just expect them not to do it, so they do it because they don't want to get in trouble, not because of the consequences of what we'll do will happen. Do you get what I mean? And I don't like that. I believe communication is the key. If I'm saying to you, go and put your hands in that plug socket, and then I most probably show the child, look what happens when you put your hands in, you will get white hair or blah 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 blah, you know, like and stuff like that. But that's what I mean by when we become older and we become wiser, we realize, oh, so that's why mummy was saying that, and that's why daddy was saying that. You get me? And then we start thinking, well, you know, you could have just told us as well.
But you've got to know yourself. Some of us ears is hard. Do you know what I mean? Some of our ears is hard. And we can see that even in our own children. So that's why sometimes I think to myself, do you know what? I did deserve some of them beatings, you know, because I'm sure my mum told me. I'm sure she told me, you know. And I'm sure I didn't listen, because look now, I tell my children something and they don't listen. And children will be children, but you know, it all comes with knowing yourself, you know, on this journey called life. So I feel that, yes, like you said, communication is very key, but there's no way that my child is going to turn around and I'm going to allow, should I say, or give my children the flexibility to express themselves that much, to say, I don't like you, don't talk to me.
Why?
But you have to also remember as well, you're a sensible mum. There's nothing parents out there that are idiots. There is.
Well,
I
this is
you
what.
know what?
Kids,
I don't know. Okay, I feel like that because of the way how society has,
Train them.
yeah, you know, this energy is about, and I see everybody kind of on the same type of vibration. You know, you have to have a strong mind to overcome what society tells you is right and wrong. And a lot of people are weak-minded, hence why their children are telling them, I don't like you, don't speak to me, leave me alone. Like, how come your child feels comfortable to say those things? How like, where is the balance that they don't, like, you haven't taught your child that speaking to you, the way they speak to you, there's a way to speak to you. Do you know, irrespective of the outside influences. Like, as a parent myself, I've got an 18-year-old, I've got a just turned 14-year-old, I have a 15-year-old and an 11-year-old, and I can't even, you know, I can't even think about it. I can't, you know, I can't think
Can't
as
think
to
about what.
why, or like, if I gave them the opportunity, would they? No, they wouldn't. Now they wouldn't. If they had the opportunity to do something, like, I will say to them certain things, like when they were attending school and they will tell me about a child or stuff, and I'll be like, tell them this or tell them that. And they'll be like, oh, mummy, I can't say that. Oh, mummy, you know, I'll get into trouble. I'll be like, how are you going to get into trouble? Tell them that your mum said that you could say that. I've given you the permission to say that. Tell them that.
Okay.
So,
So we got a comment here from Charmaine. I just want to read it before it goes. She said, but some parents are to be blamed too. Instead of talking to their children, they are cursing them out. So the child just duplicate the behavior they see. Do you agree?
to some extent, because, you know, I curse my children, and they're not trying to talk to me like that, and they're not trying to talk to other people like that either.
Can I just cut you there for 1 second? Yeah, I agree with you, but I feel like I would never been brave enough to say to my mum, I don't like you, but I thought it.
Yeah. But
True.
that's fine.
Thought it. Do you know what I mean?
Andrea.
I feel
That's
like
fine.
I got
That's fine.
you.
I feel like that's fine to
times you're
think.
in your room and you're like,
Yeah, but I feel like it's fine to think that. I feel like it's fine
just
because
don't say it to my face.
yeah, because that's where the respect comes in. I feel like it's fine to say those things, or like to think those things, because they are human as well. They have feelings. They get frustrated and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they are just miniature adults, but, you know, they are still children.
True.
And there should still be boundaries. And like I said, my children are not going to tell me the things that I say to them, and they're not going to say it to other children either. Even if I say, you can tell them X, Y, and Z, they're looking at me like, no, I'm not. They don't even really want to say that, you know. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, parenting does definitely have a lot to deal with it, and I feel like society does. I feel like if you're not strong-minded as a parent, you will just do whatever is going on in society. That's why we have That's why we have, you know, children turn around and saying to their parents that I don't like you and leave me alone and don't
Yeah,
talk to me and you're
I think that's
bothering
wrong.
me.
I think that's wrong.
I don't know, you know, I don't understand how did we get there that you're gonna turn to your own parent that loves you, that shows you love and care and whatever. And I've seen it. I've seen parents show their children love and care, and because they are just so like angry with the way how their parents had dealt with them, they're not looking at the good in what, you know, their upbringing. They're so focused on the negative and not looking at the positive, that when they come to parenting, it's just everything is just loose. Anything happens and their children's telling them, I don't like you, leave me alone. um and things like this. Like, I was hurt to hear the little girl tell her dad, I don't want to talk to you. And then it just made me think, okay then, but she doesn't want to speak to her dad. That's sad. And it made me sad, and it made me angry as well, because it's like, it's sad for the parent to hear that, but then it made me angry that, you know, that the child has even been given that space to even do, like,
Say
yeah,
that
to
to the
even to,
dad.
like she was given that mentality that it's okay to express yourself in that way.
And it can mentally damage that parent as well, you know, like literally. To
Yeah,
hear,
and
to
in the
hear, to
comments
hear,
it was
to hear a
surprising.
child, to hear a child that you literally bring in this world to
Yeah, yeah,
look on you and tell you,
it's
I
painful.
don't like you.
Yeah,
It's
but
painful.
I'm not being funny, but like, why do you have to like them?
To your parent,
So
they take care of you from you was a baby till now.
listen, some parents are
So they
jankros, you know.
no,
You
yes,
you guys are
Nadine,
talking from good
Nadine,
family perspective.
yes,
There are some
Nadine,
jankro parents.
yes, you're
There's women
right.
out there that are pushing their kids forward for man to sleep with them. Is that a good parent?
No,
I wouldn't say
Do you
that.
understand my
I
point?
don't think, I
You're
don't
a
feel,
good
yeah,
parent,
I don't feel like
but
that
not
was the
everybody's
case.
the same.
Yeah, I don't feel like that was the case. In, I know that we only saw a snippet of it. The dad was obviously, whoever was with was recording the way how the little girl was speaking to him. We don't know the backstory, so we're just kind of taking it, you know,
Yeah,
broadly.
I should never literally send out
But
no to
I
the way.
personally have witnessed that, and I've personally witnessed a parent, you know, trying to be a very good parent, and their child telling them, I don't like you. Why are you talking to me? Leave me alone. And it hurts, because I'm just like, how did we get there? And obviously the parent, there's two parents, obviously. So, you know, I'm only seeing the one side, and I can see what that parent is doing on their side, you know. And it was just sad to see. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that the parent really wants to do the best for their children.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So that's hurtful. And even me, I'd step in and be like, why would you talk to your parent like that after your parent does X, Y, and Z? That's not nice. You shouldn't do that.
I know parents that buy their kids the world and the kids still go out and steal. Like, you can't please
Yeah.
them constantly. They're
Mm-hmm.
just some broke bad pitney that like to follow
Yeah.
friends
They're
and want to
proper
go and do
bruck
what they
bad.
do.
They're proper bruck bad. And I don't
So,
believe that. I don't
so
believe that beating all children, you know, works. You
And
know, I
some
feel
kids
like
are sick.
some children some children need a bus ass. Some
so
children, like,
so
even with police.
ladies, so ladies, the fact that you're saying that right this again, it's like, do you know what's on my paper? Do you literally know what's on my paper though? Do you
Who?
know the topics that I've got here?
Who, me?
Yeah, because every time you talk into it is like my next topic. So
Really?
yes, so I have to just move it on. So obviously, so you guys do agree that there should be boundaries when it comes to a child, innit? And the parent.
Yeah.
You agree? Do you agree,
Yes.
Nadine? You agree?
Well,
And
agreed. Indy's comment: when a child speaks, you should listen because he or she will think they have a voice, and sometimes child only say things to get a reaction or attention.
True. True. Definitely. I totally agree.
Who taught you that, Indy? Who taught you that? Right, there's up on the hammer head.
You know, since
Right
the India have sense.
Yeah, I think we should definitely listen to our children. Definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, listening is different from when them at this year and them at try to
Listen to me.
I chuck off a bridge and dead man.
Nyamafood, listen to me.
Yeah, there's a time and a place.
Nyamafood, yeah. I remember years ago there was a child that used to say to her father or whoever his man was, stepfather or father, I hate you. And we used to think the same thing, like, just brought bad and got no manners. You know that you get to find out further on down the line that the man was playing with a little girl. Listen to the kids, them. Mm-hmm. When they say they hate you, sometimes there's reasons behind it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes kids come out with, because they don't want to say it directly, because they don't want to be hurt or they don't want to get in trouble.
They don't even know how to.
Something in a something. Yeah. I'm not saying every time, but always pick sense from nonsense, as Jamaicans say. Listen, but
Okay, fair enough. Your point well taken. But again, I'm still gonna come back to it because I just want to know if we agree and disagree. Should there be boundaries when it comes to a child and a parent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Magic, agree?
Yeah, there should be boundaries, yes.
Okay.
But if it's the opposite way round, I don't agree with that. I don't feel like there should be boundaries.
With what?
So if it's if the child should have boundaries for the parent, no. I don't feel like the child should have boundaries.
We mean?
I don't feel like the child.
I disagree.
Boundaries.
I disagree right there, so because
that's what we've just been discussing, though. We've just been discussing that. So if the child says, "I don't want to speak to you today, Mum," I'm going to say, "Okay, Johnny."
No.
It's okay. You can just, you don't have to talk to me today, Johnny.
One day. Not that one day.
But that's the question, though.
No, not that one day. We're talking about the child with the parent. You said vice versa now, which is the parent to the child. Can you flip it?
The child to the parent to the child. That just, yes, obviously you're the adult and that's the child. So there should be some boundaries. But what we was just discussing was the child having boundaries for the parent. Hence why we was talking about.
You have just flipped that,
How have I just flipped it? We just said that if the child turns around and says, "I don't like you," or "leave me alone," should that be respected? Should the parent basically be like, "Okay, no"?
No, I never agree. What we're talking about the child trying to
disrespect. Okay,
to say, fuck off, or
okay, those type of boundaries.
But then you flipped it the other way around now. So the other way around now is like, I'm looking at them thinking, shit, hold on. So hold on. So imagine now, as you just said, my child, I said to him, say, "Yo, go to the shop," and you look at me and tell me, say, "Nah, go." Me a thump in your face.
It is what I'm talking about.
You're mad. Yo, go to the shop and go buy some sitting for me cook food for your nyam. Nah, go.
And they could be 16. Imagine if they're 16 and you say, you need to go to the shop now.
Food. May I go buy it?
Now, I agree with it to a certain extent. But okay, I'll give you an example, yeah? Like, if my mum says to me at 16, "Can you go to the shop for me? Because I want to go and cook something for dinner," yeah? And I just come my period and maybe I didn't feel well or I just don't feel good inside. No, I'm not going. Sorry. I don't feel well. I'm human too. You said it earlier. I'm human.
Well,
say that again. Sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
So, okay, like if I was 16 now, maybe I weren't feeling too well. I might have just come on my period or something like that. And Mum said, "Go to the shop to go and get food for your dinner or whatever." Mm-hmm. If I'm not feeling well, it is okay to have an option not to want to go.
Yeah, but you have to explain that to me.
Yeah, but there's a way to do it, innit? And that's the point. It's not, "No, I'm not going anywhere." I think as a parent, you're meant to be observant and know that, okay, my child isn't feeling well. I don't feel like any parent that knows that their child isn't feeling well is going to send them out and they're not feeling well. Do you know what I mean? But in life, there's times when there's things that we don't want to do, but we have to do them, and we have to prepare them for life. So all because you're on your period and you don't feel up to going, there's something at the shop that needs to be bought, and you're gonna have to go to the shop because that is actually a part of life.
But then I do think it's out of order. Like, I hate this old school mentality of like, because they're the kids that they're supposed to do it. Like, my dad used to call me from upstairs to come and do stuff like that he could do like in the living room. Like, are you a dickhead? Like, you lazy bastard, get and do it yourself.
And that's the thing. I feel like it's not about, oh, am I a dickhead? Like, why are you trying to treat me like a dickhead? I don't look at it like that. And I don't feel like we should be teaching our children to be looking at life like that. That's the reason why the younger generation, they don't have no respect for the elders. Do you know what I mean? And we're in the position that we are where they don't 1 minute, they don't respect life. Before, we would fight, and before there was things like knife crime and stuff, but we respected life. And all of these mentalities are a contributing factor as to why they're in the mindset that they're in now. We have to take that into consideration. Do you get what I'm saying? We can't just be like, this, oh, do you think I'm a dickhead? We can see how that is played out.
I agree with you,
We can see how it's played out. I feel like we can see how it's played out with the younger generation now. Oh, do you think I'm a dick? I'm just going to stab you. I'm just going to take your life. And it's petty. There ain't no respect for life.
I agree. But I feel like, okay, every individual is different, yeah? For instance, like my mum tried to raise me to be this bully. When you go to school, anyone hits you, and I find out that they hit you, and you don't hit them back, I'm going to hit you too. I got battered, I got bullied. It doesn't always work how you want it to work. You can't program somebody into what you want them to be. Life is life. You cannot do that. Mental health is real. Mental health is a major factor. Like, for instance, I didn't believe in it. I was really ignorant. I'm old school, and I believe like you're just an idiot or be out or something. Do you are very rare. It's not until recently I'm starting to think, this is real. Like, this is real, and it's like it's little things like, okay, I'll give you an example. I'm a people pleaser, but it's because I got forced to do that when I was younger. Just like you said, you have to go out shopping, you have to do this. It's all about, you have to respect your elders, you have to do this. And to the point now, I'm in this big age that I am, and I'm still here trying to please people. Like there's no, what do you say? There's no border. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody. I'm just speaking on behalf of myself. I just feel like sometimes you have to make them a little bit rebellious and a little bit fighty, so that they can have something in them. I have nothing. I'm not a fighter. As in, like, if there's a fight that's about to happen, I am more to give joke, run, or call the feds. Like, I'm proper coward. And my parents pushed it into me. Beat them up. You're black. Don't stand for it. You're black. Say you're black. I'm pro. And I was like, what? Do you get what I mean? So I feel like sometimes what you're pushing on your kids, they don't always want to be that.
So,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because with parenting, there's different ways to parent. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody has different characteristics. So the way how you would achieve something in one child, you're not going to go that way. You're not going to go that way to achieve it in another. And I feel like that's what they didn't have. They didn't have that understanding. But where we do now, where we can say, okay, then that didn't work for me. But I feel like with people, we've kind of like thought, I'm not even acknowledging nothing that you done. I'm not taking nothing that you done for me because it didn't help me in no shape or form. But in reality, it made us aware that way actually doesn't completely work, you know, and that there's another way to do it. I feel like we just completely just said, you know, we're throwing and we're dashing away that, and we're not, and we haven't got nothing in it to replace the parenting. And you know, I feel like it's very evident now because, like I said, children do not respect life.
Yeah, they've got no respect.
They don't respect life. They are taking people's life because there's no respect to life. There's no respect for their elders.
This was written, though. It was inevitable. It was going to happen. It was written.
Can I just read this comment from Indy saying, they should have boundaries, but that doesn't stop you teaching them to cook, clean, wash yourself, teaching independent values about self-worth.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's where a lot of parents are lacking. Self-worth.
Yeah.
Not everybody know how to teach a child.
And then another thing as well, enough man. No, I'm going to say this because it's going to annoy me, and I have to say it. Yeah, a lot of people nowadays are having children with people that they find sexy. Sexy isn't a good parent, and then you got characteristics of the other parent in them, and then you're getting vexed because the kid's bad. Well, you should have gone with a bad man.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's a booyaka Nadine right? There's a black.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the way of the world at the moment. Do you get what I mean? It's all about looking good, sexy, vanity, and like you ain't got real values. Like people looking at.
I hope a magic attack, you know. Yes, if you have 6-pack, you can't look around this up.
I'm not talking about that, man. I'm not talking about that. There's a difference between having sex with somebody responsibly and having a child with somebody. It's really difficult. Do you get what I'm saying? Because, like, for instance, me, I don't have any children, so I'm quite careless with sometimes relationships or people that I've dated because I don't have any. I'm not planning on having kids with them. Like, it is what it is. It's just me and you ain't gonna go no further. But then I've noticed that some women,
pregnancy
some women like want to breed for like a drug dealer or a rare or you don't know nothing about them. Like,
but men are exactly the same. They're not going. Yeah, they're not going with the women that have values that can actually even take children. Some women, they don't know how to even raise children. They literally cannot take children. Do you know what I mean?
Their kids in pom-pom shorts at the age of 3 and acting like it's normal with little motifs on the back on the batty piece.
Yeah,
like,
not even just with the dress code. I mean, like, they cannot parent the child. They don't know how to parent the child at all. That their children, they don't know how to install values into their children. You do see that a lot of the times. All it is some puppy show business. They just put them in nice clothes, and that's parenting. They see parenting as they put a roof over their head, they've fed them, and they've got clothes, and they drop them to school.
You're creating monsters.
That's it. That is parenting for some people, and it's a shame. And then we have these men that will be complaining about these women, but you chose that woman. You chose to have a baby with her because her ass was fat. You get me? Or she had nice hair, or she drives a nice car, or she's got a good job. Do you know what I mean? You didn't think, raw. Can she raise my children?
Some man not
I'd even go a step further than that. Like,
some man not think that far, girl. Some man, they just see the woman and does not say, I just say, yeah, man, she look good, yeah, man, girl fit, and they say it right, this, bang, bang, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Moving on quickly, ladies. I want to ask you, it might be tricky for you, but I still have to ask just in case, all right? So, question I want to ask, are we happier than the previous generations? So, compare whatever your history is to back at grandpa time and grandma, compared to now. Do you think this is a happier generation?
Yeah, we can friggin' vote.
You think so?
As women, we can vote. Yeah, I think there's a lot of improvement. I couldn't have lived in my grandma's time. I'd have been a whore.
Why?
I'd have been a whore if I lived in my grandma's time. I'd have been a whore.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I'm not saying she would have been a whore. I'm saying I would have been a whore.
I would have loved to live in that time, because I resonate with relationships. I respect relationships and I appreciate them. So I could work in that time. Whether they were happier,
I think they didn't know any different.
You know what?
They didn't know any different.
Think
like we don't know any different.
I think previous generations would have been happier. You know why I said that? I mean, nowadays, most people work their ass off to stay alive. You know what I mean? And back at them time, you never have so much bills problem, man. You just often know say, boy, you make sure the food is on the table.
I
Well,
don't know
yes,
about that. My grandma had
the,
15 kids.
the money probably was lower, but you never have as much we have to find like no. Because
Yeah.
remember now, we are pay gas bill, we are pay all kind of things count this, we are pay all kind of
They
They
had
things.
their
thought it was
hardship.
hard, Nyamafood. They
They
thought it
had
was
shit.
hard
They
at the
had their
time.
hardships.
Huh?
They did have their hardships. They did have their
Yeah, but
hardships.
I just think, all right, people to me used to live longer than now. Why?
There's loads of contributing factors to that. The food,
Yeah.
the lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? The air. There's loads of contributing factors to that.
The more we live and the longer we live, the more things are going on the technology side where, geez, we body get feeble more and more.
True.
They hardly
True.
want plant nothing in a real field. I be a lab them a grow things in a know, you know. And I send them out to we, you know. On the
I
member,
feel like if we had a bit of the understanding that we have now back then that would be
Be
nice.
dangerous. It would be dangerous.
Listen, mighty. I feel like we'd be very, very a powerful people. But you know, we just have to take the history and try and preserve some of that knowledge and you know use it in today's society, which we're not. We're so quick. We want to throw away the old so much, and there's a lot of value in history that we're not taking and using in today's life with the way how we are with our families. Do you know what I mean? Family. I feel like families were more united, even with their differences. They were more united. Um, you know, they were more on the same type of mindset and beliefs than they are now. Now every man for themselves, everybody's doing what they want to do. Nobody's not doing things as a collective. And I feel like
trust me.
that's really
The internet's a major thing for that.
Magic
Do you remember
pee
when you
me
said
off so much. What you say, what you just say? Keywords, Bridget. Every man for themselves. There's no T in teamwork no more.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
you can't trust anybody though, can you? So
Huh?
you can't trust anybody. That's why there's no.
No, but you should. We shouldn't be like this, no, Nadine, because
Yeah.
when it come back right now, round to what we are talking about now, Zine. All right, so boom. I'm not afraid of it talk. Mr. Passion live streaming. Big up to Nadine. She's been around I since day one. We got Sky Shock. Big up to yourself, see we magic. We was over one place around one part. We now give them no clout. So all right. So and I'm saying we can still call back for even like you right now. And you're here to give back the strength. Now you have some people, you might call upon them.
There's a lot of demons in this world right
You have
now.
some
With this,
people, you
not
might call
everyone
upon
is
them.
easy like us.
You might call upon them, and you know them say to you, "Oh, I'm gonna open my own thing over there, so you know, baby. Why not come join me, so make a bill bigger, and the whole of we can get a good slice of the cake." No, I want to do my own thing over there, so. But yo, you know, have a support where we would have give. So I'm just
I
saying,
feel that black people can't work together because
yeah,
I feel like
it's bad, man. It's really bad.
I feel like
It's bad.
we don't negotiate well together.
It's really
That's
bad.
just my opinion.
And I don't know if it's gonna change. I really don't know, but
We don't work in
I
solidarity.
think it's very thin that it will change because again, yeah, drive for your man, you want to step up to have your own vehicle. If you drive for
Well,
yourself.
that's progression. That's progression, Nyamafood.
There you go, but I'm just saying though, Nadine. Some people not see it, so watch, you know. That's something kind of technical, you know. For me, say me I gotta do this by my own, it I gonna need a serious team behind me, and you ain't got that. What? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Join a team and build them. Come with your ideas and make it work together. But some people ain't on that.
Yeah, because I don't think it's always about. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but I kind of like the idea of independence. I do like that.
You know,
I like to be my own boss.
In everything, Nadine. Independence in everything. Sure, think about it.
I know, because there's so much everything. There's a lot of everything. I need maybe you to narrow it down a little bit so I can think, because I don't know what everything could be.
Everything is, say you want to be a person to have your own airplane then. Yeah? Just one of the everything. You want to have your own airplane so you don't need to take Virgin or whatever. You know that to have your own airplane, it comes with air traffic.
Pilot.
It comes with so many things you have to cover. Yeah? But you never see them there, no. All you see are just one on the airplane.
But obviously, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I'd like to have a business, but I'd like to be the boss. That's all I'm saying.
Nothing's wrong with that. And
Yeah.
of course,
So that means I have to work with the team.
No, this
and
is
I
it.
can learn from the bottom
This
staff
is
as much
it.
as they can learn
This
from
is
me.
it. So what you do then, and what we should do, you forward run an entity where you think, yo, this entity have the potential, you know. Me go get a work around there, try to see if me can work my way up to supervisor or manager level. Me might not take years of protein in work. Then when you reach a level now, you probably say, you know what? I've learned so much about it now. I think it's full time for me to depart. So remember, you have gave a lot to this company in your years. Why you've reached to that level. Some people expect for us go in and just reach us so. It no work so. You have to put in work. You have to put in work. All right, Owen. Wow, that's like a paragraph, man. Nadine, help me now, please. What Owen say?
I don't speak English.
Can you see that magic for
It
Elbury?
says, even though times were hard then for our parents and grandparents, it was easier than now, because nowadays no one's happy unless they have money or fame. Back in the day, we had family and unity. We ate round the table together as a family, and then I can't see.
Okay,
There were
family.
morals then.
And there were
Nowadays,
morals then.
it's dog eat
Nowadays,
dog.
it's dog eat dog. Not true.
Nyamafood, do you remember?
Right there, brother. Right there, sir.
I don't know if you was in England these times, yeah. But do you remember back in the day when your Jamaican family used to ring to Jamaica, and like all of the family would gather around so they could speak to the family that they left in Jamaica? You
On the
don't do
one
that
phone.
anymore.
Yeah.
On the one phone.
I got a phone box, however.
Oh God, they were the days. That was unity, man. Family.
That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, if you even look past somebody and say, "Oh, can I text somebody off your phone?" Then look on you like, "What? What is he saying?" Like, I'm not used to that. No, some magic. Or you're going to say like that. Just you need just go out with yourself in a screen. So just.
Hey, no, you know what? No, it's men like you why Muslims corrupt. You know, a knee. You know, blood. A knee.
So I can't tell us your knee sure. What wrong with that?
It's a knee.
Just imagine. No, just imagine now. You see a knee, you're the pan.
You can't even see the whole knee. It's one. It's what I can see. I don't know what you can see in there. I can do. It just looks like. Say if this was like.
It actually looks like a bald man's head from here.
Yeah.
Be careful, you know.
You're terrible.
You're not even got no bald man head,
yeah,
right?
I didn't want to say it. It was on the tip of my tongue as well. I didn't actually want to say it, but Nadine took it away. Big up Nadine.
Well, like I said, I have to pre-warn you because there's a lot of people on here, you know what I mean? Some of them can be a bit, you know what I mean? So I rather take that and run with it, okay?
Don't give me joy.
Yeah, Nyamafood have no knee fetish because they got knee catch him in mash up.
Make Owen they try to find something for frame my. You can't frame my Owen. No time at all. We not take frame here. Nor no knee. We're good. Okay. So yeah. Let me just check with producer because we was late a little bit. Let me see if you got allow if you got a little bit over our bang on the time.
I've never had a hay fever before, you know, miss.
Producer, always stay for time, boss.
First day.
I don't want to draw the thing too much, you know what I mean?
Never had hay fever in my life. I came out today and all I've been doing is sneezing. I feel fine. I just feel sneezy and tight.
Producer.
When you go out in it and it's like that, just use some Vicks or something.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah.
I've got
hope
on the
find that
towel.
that helps.
You know what? I don't run a
Anyway,
producer because the
eucalyptus.
ladies they make later than me. So you know what I mean?
Eucalyptus.
How? Why can't you take
Yeah,
accountability?
ladies, I don't know if you make me late next time. Can I take
I
out
think it
time
was
out of
my
the show?
fault anyway.
Okay, Nyamafood.
On the take out time out of the show. Nah, talk.
Okay.
I show them up. Show them up Nyamafood, especially the ballad one in here, Nadine. Show them up.
Yeah.
Magic, big up yourself. You know what? I'm happy to have you again. And I can
Thank
see
you.
that you you know,
Educated black woman. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah, you look like you're really ready for this, you know what I mean?
Oh,
And
thank you for having me on
I
there.
can see us striving with you around, and
You
Nadine is
remind me
also.
of that girl, Zizi. Is it Zizi?
Who?
What's their face? ZZ Mills.
The girl that does it in London. What's her
Yeah.
name?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
who you're speaking of.
So I must say, thank you, lovely ladies, for coming on this week.
What we don't have another topic?
No, we can't. We don't have the time.
Oh,
Time is against us. As you can
okay.
see, we just about have a minute to go. So I'm just trying to do the goodbyes and thank
Yes.
everybody. Roy, you see, checking late, but big up yourself, Mr. Roy 1000. And big up to all who weren't here tonight, but know they'll go back and watch the show. And thank you very much, Mush. Good night. A long time I see you, Mush Dashmoe.
Yeah, I haven't seen her for a while.
Alame Mush, okay? Nyamafood, it's a woman's prerogative to be late. Okay, see there? All right. I understand. Cause them have it, the thing them, the makeup and But you guess what? Happy week. And I hope you ladies be safe until next week, Monday. Nadine and lovely Magic, do you want to say goodbye to the people?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for having me on your show today.
Our show.
Our show
Yeah.
today. And Nadine, I look forward to doing more with you. And thank you, everybody, for joining in. It was lovely having you lot on tonight and interacting.
See, I like what Owen does say. Owen, we are working on it because, like we said, we're trying to get the studio up and everything on that level. You know what I mean? Work on
It's a nicer vibe still in the studio.
So, but we work with the producer and so I can go on, okay? But guys, thank you very much again. Have a good night, and
have a good night, everybody, and see you next week.
Good
That's
night.
your live stream. See you later, princess.
Bye.
By the rivers of Babylon, there where we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps unto the willows in the midst thereof. For there that we carried us away, captive required of us a song, and they wasted us required us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
from the land of sinking sand. On Passion live stream, reasoning. On Passion live stream, reasoning. On Passion live stream, reasoning, 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 reasoning. Let's talk about it. Any topic with DJ Nyamafood and Nadine. Reasoning. On Passion live stream, reasoning. On Passion live stream, reasoning. On Passion live stream, reasoning.